should probably pull up the lesson. Let me see.
Okay. Well, I can take number one while you guys are pulling that up if you're ready.
Cool.
GDP, and I got B, is used to monitor the performance of the overall economy and is the single best measure of a society's economic well-being.
Yeah. Said B?
Yeah, B.
Yeah.
B. Sweet. Do you have it pulled up, Adam?
Yes, I just got into it.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm good.
So that was B, and then I'll take 2. According to the circular flow diagram, GDP, I put C, can be computed as either the revenue firms receive from the sales of goods and blah, blah, blah. C.
And that's what I got. I sent the question out about that one, but it'll never make sense to me. It's just a bunch of words mumbled together.
That's what I said.
I did find it in the book eventually, and it kind of said that, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff isn't really clear.
I can
go ahead.
3. Yeah. Gross domestic product measures. I put income and expenditures.
Income and expenditures.
Yeah, A.
Yep, that's what I got.
Yep.
Number 4, in the GDP accounts, production equals, and I got A, income.
Yeah. Yeah.
GDP always confuses me because it's just like, what the freak? Like in the book, it made it seem like it was a lot of different weird stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah, because they have all those equations that they're like, this is how you calculate it, and they've got the 5 different things for imports, exports, and so that's where I got confused, is because they have that 5-step equation.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden here it's income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. That confused me, but that's what I got on this one.
Yeah.
You guys both get the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll take that next one then. Freak, why does this always happen? All right, suppose an economy produces 20,000 units of goods, which sell at $3 a unit and 40,000 units of good. B, which sells at $1 per unit production of good. A contributes, and I put B.
Yeah, that's what I put.
I can take number 6. This one I got confused on, but we'll see if I got it right. I think I figured it out. The table below contains the data for Chirax, probably wrong, for the year 2015. And then has the table gross national product for Chirax in 2015 is, I put $200. C.
Yeah, I think this was one of those trick questions.
Yeah.
Because the answer was just right there.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I added everything.
I was wondering about that too. I was like,
yeah,
what the freak am I going to do?
I added everything else up, and it equaled 214.
Yeah.
But then again, it says right there GDP was 200.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't notice this earlier though. What's the difference between gross national product and
gross national product?
Yeah, because the question says gross national product.
I wonder if it's just the same thing. It's got to be gross.
I guess I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. So, yeah, the gross national product, which I think that's kind of like the same, is basically measuring the people in the nation. So it's like people in the U.S. So I guess if there was anything to do that was outside of the country, then it wouldn't count towards that. So like maybe like, I don't know, exports or something.
Okay.
I don't know.
I thought I had checked this one earlier on that website, but now I'm just finding one that's saying it's 204.
Oh, really?
Table 23-1, is that what the... Well, let me bring up the table. And the table's the same.
And it says 204.
Yeah, on this one it says 204, which the only thing that equals 10 is indirect business taxes.
There was one on the quiz kind of like this, where it might have even been the same question, but the 204 was like exports or something like that. But
yeah, that would make more sense.
It was at the bottom, but on this one I'm not seeing it. So,
Well, if it's 10
again,
off that, yeah.
This is one of those that you probably want to check the internet on. So,
yeah, well, that's what I'm doing right now. That's where it's saying 204.
It says 204.
But I swear I checked it earlier today, and it said 200. No, this I
found
2 spots say 204.
Yeah, I found the one that says 200.
Okay, yeah, I swear I found that earlier today.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything that's different than the table.
I doubt it because, yeah, like I said, I checked it earlier today and it told me 200, but now I'm finding 2 different ones that both say 204.
Yeah, it says it's a trick question because other things aren't mentioned, so maybe that's the thing Don was talking about. But yeah, if the other ones say, yeah, how unfortunate.
Did anybody just type into Google like the difference between GDP and gross national product?
I haven't yet. I can.
The difference between the two is that GNP includes net foreign income rather than net exports and imports. Essentially, GNP adds net foreign investment income. GDP measures the nation's economy's performance because it is determined by the full market value of the final goods and services made within the borders of the nation. So, just a bunch more words.
Yeah, I was like, yep, of course.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's different ones that are given different answers for both of those too.
You want to go with 204 then?
Kind of looks like it could be either one.
I did get one wrong on the quiz, so I don't know.
Oh, you took this already?
Yeah.
Okay, and you got one wrong.
Yeah.
And you went with 200.
I went with 204.
Oh, you went with 204.
So that even throws a bigger loop in for everyone.
Okay, well, let's just go on and see what else we find.
Just like whatever. What's one question anymore?
I'll take 7. A farmer sells 5 pounds of pecans to a Smith's Fresh Pecans for $10. Smith's Fresh Pecans resells 3 pounds for $4.50 per pound, and the remaining pecans are shelled and canned and sold for $8. Taking these transactions into account, how much is added to GDP? And I got C, 2150.
C, 2150. Yeah.
I believe you. Good deal. Awesome. Question 8. In 2014, a farmer grows and sells $3 million worth of corn to Big Flex Cereal Company. On this one, I got C, 8 million.
Yep, that's what I got.
Number 9, consider 2 items that might be included in GDP: the estimated rent value of owner occupied housing, and 2 purchases of newly constructed homes. How are these 2 items accounted for when GDP is calculated? I got B. Item 1 is included in the consumption component, and then item 2 is included in investment component.
That's what I got.
Yep.
Okay, number 10. The city of Ann Arbor, Michigan buys a police car manufactured in Germany. In the GDP accounts, this transaction is included in, I got B, government expenditures and imports.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay. And question 11. In the economy of Tajikistan in 2015, consumption was 3,000, exports were 1,200, GDP was 8,000, government purchases were 1,200, and imports were 600. What was Tajikistan's? I don't even, whatever. Investment in 2015. I put A, 3,200.
Yeah, that's what I got as well. Government purchases are 1,200, and so were exports. Do you know which one wasn't included to get to that 3,200?
Yeah, I had problems with this one as well, so I just looked it up, honestly.
Yeah, and that's what
this one I don't know.
That's what I found as well. And then I noticed they were both 1,200, and that was what had to be left out to make it right.
Uh-huh. Let me see.
It's probably exports, though, because those are completely different than any.
It's true.
Yeah. And you had what again? You had the 32?
Yeah, we all had 32. I'm just not sure which
Yeah.
1,200 got left out to get there.
Yeah, I don't know on that one. Okay.
Okay, well, I can do
Yeah,
more.
I'll have to go back and look. Question 12. This was another table one, which hopefully I got this one right. The table below contains the data for country A, or for country A for the year 2010. And then what were the countries A's imports for 2010? I got 32. B.
Okay, I got D 120, and then I put a question mark saying that seemed too easy because it says domestic.
This is the one that I was talking. This is the one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, because here it says domestic purchases of foreign goods 120.
Well, I already know where I screwed up, so I definitely didn't get this right. I think I did exports. Because I'm looking back how I calculated this. I'm pretty sure I did exports.
Oh, it looks like you might have done imports minus exports.
Yeah, or maybe that's what I did.
Yeah, because that would be 32.
32, yeah. That's probably what I did.
But at the same time, like I said, I don't put a question mark on a lot of these, but that one just seemed too easy to me. So I'm like, I don't know about that.
Well, that's my problem is I see the answer. I'm like, there's no way it can be that. I'm like, that's way too easy. Gotta cut me some slack. Dang.
So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm right on that or not, though. It seems like it's right there. Domestic purchases of foreign goods. What are their imports?
Yeah, it's probably that then. It's got to be that.
Okay, well, I can go with the next one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, 13, GDP deflator for years subsequent to the base year. Measure the change in, and I got A, nominal GDP from the base year that cannot be attributable to the change in the real GDP.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Question 14. In which year was this country's nominal GDP the highest? And I got 2017.
2017. Yep.
That's D on 14? Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay, I can go ahead and take the next one. Let's see. Okay, this one I needed a little bit of help with because I didn't really understand how to get those percentages. Because I kept on getting, well, let me see what I did. Let's see if I got this one right. The country of Caspir produces only cereal and milk. Quantities and prices of these goods for the last several years are shown below. The base year is 2015. And then this country's output grew, and then it's from 2015 to 17. So for this one, we just go ahead and divide the divide the prices after the quantities?
Yeah, kind of. So I needed a ton of help on this one. And my sister-in-law is an econ major.
Yeah.
Years ago. So I don't even know if I'll be able to explain this one, but I'll do my best. But be lost on the exam. There's no way I'll get to this answer. So the answer is C, 15.4.
Okay.
Huh.
Every other number completely adds up to something else. But
yeah,
I actually carried a paper out to my other room. Let me grab it real quick because it has something important for this on it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I did not get that.
Yeah, this was garbage. So here is, I really hope I can get to the answer again. It took me an hour of punching numbers to finally get to it. The equation is GDP deflator of year 1 minus GDP deflator of year 2 divided by the year 1 deflator times 100.
Oh, okay.
Now to get to that, which is completely screwed up, the base year is 15. And this is where I could, just to be clear, she couldn't get the answer either until I got off the phone with her and she started searching and she finally kept punching numbers until she figured out one number that worked and then let me know. Because I looked up the answer like we do to find the correct answer. I told her, here's your correct answer.
Right, yeah.
How do you get to this? So then everything goes back to the base year of 2015.
Okay.
The prices that they give for 2016 through 18 are irrelevant. So to get how this grew, we're on 15, right? Yeah, I'm on the right one. To get how this grew from 16 to 17, you have to take the quantity of cereal in 16 of 120, times $4 price in 2015, and the 200 quantity in 16 times the 150 price in 15. And then you have to take the 150 price in 17 times the $4 price in 15, and the 200 quantity in 17 times the 150 price in 15. Once you get those, let's see if I can remember which ones were which. Oh, and then you have to compare them to the 2015 year. After doing all of that, you get the numbers of 2000. That's a later one I did. But I'm kind of.
I think I know how to do it. It's not what I was doing, so that's good. Because I was just taking the quantity times the amount for both of them, and then doing the division on that. But I didn't compare it to the deflation or the deflator. Okay.
I guess I could just read the text she sent to me. It probably makes more sense than what I was saying.
Okay.
She said, so I'm guessing they want to use the 2015 prices with 16 and 17 quantities, and you'll divide 2017 by the 2016 totals. And then that gives you the answer of 1.1538, which would round up to 15.4.
Okay.
Huh.
So I'm going to have to write down a lot on that 3x5 note card to get that, but.
Yeah, that was what was so hard about the exam is that I'm like, I can't do things just on the computer. I got to write it down. But
what had you got on that one before, Dallin?
What was that?
What did you get on that one?
I got the 31.3.
Yeah, that's what I originally thought. Then I realized that was the GDP deflator.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's when I looked up and I was like, well, that's the only like equations that I know how to do now is GDP. But yeah, then I realized that output is definitely not the same thing, and I just did not know how to get that.
Yeah. Okay.
But that makes a lot more sense now, though.
So number 16, a country reported nominal GDP of 115 billion in 2010. On this one, I got B. Real output rose and price level fell.
Yeah. I just looked this one up because I did not know how to do output.
Yeah, it was confusing stuff.
Okay. Question 17. This country's inflation rate from 2010 to 2011, and I put 38.20. I didn't really know how to do this one either, so I kind of just guessed on this one. But that's the number that made sense out of all of those numbers to me.
Yes, and that is right. And I do have the numbers for that one that I did.
Yeah.
So what I've got written here, and it's the same formula that I just went over there using the previous year numbers.
Uh-huh.
And it was after I'd talked to her, so I knew how to do it at that point. So you end up with what's confusing on this one, because at first I couldn't find it, if I'm remembering right. Yeah, it uses the base year, the last year, which is completely backwards. Normally it's the first year.
Okay.
So to get it, you take 260 divided by 620 on 2010, and that gives you a 41.9% deflator. And then for 2011, you had 440 divided by 760, gives you a 57.9 deflator. And what was the last step after that? You times something by 100 and you end up with that number. I didn't write that step down. I probably should have, because I don't remember the last step. But yeah, that was the right answer, 38.2.
Okay, good. Yeah, I could get to the 41.9, but I had no idea what to do after that, and I knew there was more steps to it. So.
Yep. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the last step was. I'll have to look that up.
Okay.
Oh, I think it might be you divide 41.9 by 57.9 and times it by 100.
Nice.
Or vice versa. It might be the 50s. But it's one of those two. I remember that now.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Yeah. Number 18?
Yep.
Okay. The table below contains data for the country of Togo. The base year is 1974. I had the chart. And then from 1975 to 1976, I put inflation was not 25%, or was 25%, and output did not grow, and that was A.
Yes, that's what I got too. Is the reason it did not grow because 3,000 divided by 120 is the same as 3,750 divided by 150?
Must be.
Yeah.
Because that is how that worked out, and that's why I put did not grow instead of grew.
Yeah. That's what I did.
Okay.
Is because that's considered, I guess, the output when I went back and looked at the notes.
Okay. GDP per person tells us the income and expenditure of the average person in the economy. C.
And then 20, the underground economy. I put C, includes otherwise legal transactions that go unreported or unrecorded.
Yeah. And that's what Adam and I were talking about before you got in, about the underground economy is not mentioned in the book.
Yeah. Yep. And I'd say a lot of these are not from the book at all.
I don't quite understand why it couldn't be D as well, but C is definitely the better answer.
Yeah.
And that's an insignificant number when you're talking the whole GDP of the United States.
I'm pretty sure this one was on the test for me, and I got this one wrong because I did put D, I think. Yeah. I don't know if all of the questions are the same, but I do remember something about this though.
Yeah.
Is this the one due to that Proctoro web thing?
Yeah.
Did they say we could use like Excel or anything or no?
Yes, has to be blank to start. And if you read her email she sent out, you can also have a 3x5 card with anything on it you want.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
emailed
man, yeah.
asking if that's both sides or not. I haven't got a response yet, though.
Yeah, I definitely should have looked at that.
Was that you said that was in an email?
Yes, and it's also on the, if you
Oh,
go
it's
to
on
the
the
homepage
board.
under instructions, it's on there.
Oh, okay. I have so many classes, but yeah, I didn't get the email, so I'll have to go back and look at the board.
Yeah.
Just go to the homepage and put the control search function and put 3x5 and you'll get it.
Okay, cool.
So when did you take that? Saturday or?
I took it when you sent out the email about the question that you had. That's
Yeah.
when I took it right after that. So I just got done like an hour or two ago, honestly. So
Yikes.
yeah,
It's due Tuesday, right? Or Wednesday?
I think it's due Saturday.
Saturday.
Oh, Saturday?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've got all my classes mixed up right now. I've got an exam due.
I'll have to look again to make sure.
Oh, man. Well, we got a 20 out of 20 on our quiz.
Yeah.
Thank heavens. Yeah, hopefully I can just keep up doing all right on the homework, and then I can.
One thing I learned from my accounting class, a good thing about getting a low score on the first exam when they're weighted so heavy, is you don't have to get very good scores to maintain the grade you have.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Because what do you have now? A C with that?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a B now.
So that means all you have to do to maintain a B is get 68% on the other two exams.
I'm like, sounds good to me. I was about to say, I like setting that bar low that first exam. Then I don't feel as much pressure. So
yeah.
I almost wish that I scored a 50 or something.